try to give myself grace. Everybody says give yourself grace. It's so hard for me to do that. At the end of the day, it's my fault, and I let everybody down.
Brittney Griner in tears after disaster versus Indiana Fever. Aliyah Boston destroys Atlanta dream. Brittney Griner's tears told the story of a crushing night that may mark a turning point in her storied career, as the Indiana Fever pulled off the unthinkable in a dramatic elimination game to oust the Atlanta Dream and advance to the semifinals for the first time since 2015. With 6 players sidelined, including Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, Sydney Colson, Chloe BBY, Ari McDonald, and Dyrus Dantas, Indiana entered the matchup as clear underdogs.
You talked about the desperation before Game 2 on Tuesday. Just how does that carry over into tonight?
Well, I think anytime that you're a win or go home situation, there's desperation. And so it has to carry over. We're in the same situation. Our back is against the wall. We got to come out and we've got to play with that sense of urgency. We've got to play with that hunger. We've got to value every single possession and every single opportunity.
Analysts doubted they could survive without their superstar and a depleted rotation, but instead, the Fever stunned everyone with grit, togetherness, and relentless play, flipping the narrative of a lost season into a historic breakthrough. Aliyah Boston embodied everything the team needed, posting 14 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists, but more importantly, shutting down Griner, who once owned the paint in playoff battles. Boston's late-game layup with 7.4 seconds remaining sealed the Fever's win, while her disciplined defense left Griner looking a shadow of her former self. The contrast was stark. Griner, once feared as the postseason anchor, finished with career-low numbers and was benched for long stretches, sparking whispers about retirement and signaling a possible passing of the torch to Boston, who dominated both ends of the floor.
I don't think I really gotten through all the way. That I didn't let down, everybody in my family, and it was just. I think I'm still trying to get through that part. Still to this day.
Kelsey Mitchell was equally vital, carrying the Fever with 24 points, including 19 in the first half, keeping Indiana alive when Atlanta's defense swarmed. Odyssey Sims, a hardship contract signing, delivered 16 points and 8 assists, including the decisive pass to Boston for the go-ahead bucket, while Lexi Hull's game-saving steal on the final inbound play erased any Dream comeback hopes. Veterans like Brianna Turner and Natasha Howard steadied the lineup, and even bench players contributed in limited minutes, proving that Indiana's win was the result of collective resilience, not just individual brilliance. What made the atmosphere more electric was the Fever fans who traveled to Atlanta, making the Gateway Center Arena sound like a home game, while injured stars like Clark and Cunningham cheered from the sidelines, injecting energy into every huddle.
I try to give myself grace. Everybody says give yourself grace. It's so hard for me to do that. At the end of the day, it's my fault, and I let everybody down.
Meanwhile, Griner's emotional post-game admission, "At the end of the day, it's my fault and I let everybody down," captured the weight of the moment, raising real questions about whether her dominance has finally faded. The Dream had the healthier roster and home court advantage, but Indiana's urgency, hunger, and unshakable poise carried them to a victory that felt larger than just a series win. Now, the Fever face their toughest test yet, a semi-final matchup with the two-time champion Las Vegas Aces, led by Aya Wilson. But even before that challenge begins, the bigger story may be the symbolic shift that unfolded on the court. Griner